Have you found yourself stressed about debt, looking for the fastest way to pay it off in 2023? If so, stick around to the end of this video and I'm going to show you a blueprint on how to make that happen using some free, simple tools. Let's get it. All right, welcome back. This is Ed Smith from Southern Maryland, here to help you, guide you through this process of paying off debt as fast as possible in 2023. If you're here right now, I'm assuming you have, a significant amount of personal debt, and it's causing you a little bit of stress from time to time. I know I personally am in that same boat. About December of 2021, my spouse was diagnosed with colon cancer, and since then she and I have been kind of worried a little bit about the accumulation of the medical bills, because it's been a revolving door of medical appointments, and of course with that comes medical bills. So I started looking for a way to start knocking out some of this debt, because it's well over 100K right now and growing by the minute, it seems. And so I started exploring different ways, and basically stumbled upon this way of paying off debt as fast as possible using what's called the snowball method. You may or may not have heard of it. It's a method of paying off debt, made popular by the financial guru Dave Ramsey. Um, it's one of many different ways you could do it, but this is one that he advocates for and says it's the fastest way to make it happen. So that drew me to it. Realistically, you can use any method you want, but the snowball is an effective method, and it does work very fast. And I'll show you an example of how that works here very shortly. But the basic concept is you take all your debt and then you rack and stack them from lowest balance to the highest balance, and then you start paying off from the lowest to the highest. And what you would do is you take the amount of your monthly payment, add as much extra as you can to that monthly payment for the lowest debt, knock out the lowest debt, then take that balance that you were paying and roll it to the next debt, pay that off, and you keep going until you get yourself out of debt. So that's why they call it the debt snowball. It gets bigger as you go and faster as you go along. Okay, so we're gonna take it one step further, and I'm gonna add some fuel to that fire and throw in what I call the Debt Snowball Accelerator. Okay, and on Dave Ramsey's website, he even mentions, one of the options of paying it off faster is to add extra income. Well, his suggestion was cut back on some stuff, cut back on savings, cut back on spending, all that fun stuff, or add additional income via a side hustle. That's the avenue I advocate. Add additional income via a side hustle. Realistically, you're not going to save your way out of debt, but if you add extra income, you're going to knock it out a lot faster. And that's the plan. That's the goal. That's how we're going to execute it. We're going to knock this debt out in a year. By this time next year, we're going to be all of our debt. Okay, let me rephrase that. Let's just say all of our non-mortgage debt, okay, will be gone. We're going to make that happen. And I'll show you exactly how we're going to do it here. All right, using some free tools. One of the first free tools we're going to use is this right here. It's called the Debt Snowball Calculator, because you need a path. You need some direction on where to go. So you can come here. You can download this free tool. There's two options, Google or Excel. I prefer Google only because it's mobile. You can access it anywhere. Whereas if you use the Excel version, you only have access to it on the computer that you're on. But I prefer the Google Sheets version. They both work the exact same, and the concept is simple. This is a free tool. You can add it to 10 creditors, and you can make it work. If you need more than 10, they have some paid versions down here further. I'm not going to go into all that. That's on you. Just explore this page if you need more. But realistically, you can work within the 10. You can make it work in the 10. Okay, so let's jump over to the Google Sheet version. And here we have the calculator, and it's just a basic spreadsheet. You can go into the cell and type in, like here I put in today's date, and I just put in a bunch of information so we can have something to look at. All right, but really you just go into the cell and type in your creditor name, balance, rate, payment. Don't worry about this custom column. That's for some other option. There are many ways, again, that you can pay off debt, but we're going to focus on the debt snowball, so we don't really need this custom column for that purpose. So you just fill in your information here, okay? And for our example here, what we have is $145,000 in debt, and then the total of the minimum monthly payments is $26.50. Okay, so what happens is when you apply the snowball method, it racks and stacks from lowest to highest. So you see here, card one, department store, auto loan, going down. Okay, lowest to highest, and then over here it shows you the timeline of what it would take to pay off these debts. So if all we paid was the minimum, the $26.50, we will be in debt until August of 2028. You can see that here. Okay. Now, the snowball comes into effect when we pay more than a minimum balance. Okay, so let's just say we found a way to come up with the extra $100. We sold some stuff, we cut back on some Starbucks or Netflix or whatever, and we found a way to come up with an extra $100. So that means we're now paying $27.50 instead of $26.50. $27.50 on our debt each month. Okay, so your snowball becomes this extra $100. And conceptually, the way it works is we start with the lowest balance, the $4,400 on card one, and we essentially will just go down the line. So you pay your minimum on everything else except card number one. You add this $100 to the card number one payments. Now you're paying $150 on card number one. You keep paying that until the balance is gone. Then it just rolls to the next debt, to the department store. Okay, so department store is $150 right here. So the $150 we were paying on card number one, we add that to the payment for department store. So now we're paying $300 to department store. And we pay that $300 until the $5,000 is gone. We roll down to the next one, auto loan number two, and you just keep going until you're out of debt. That's the way it works. Okay, so now to make it so you can see how it works, when you add that snowball, you can see right here that it changed the date. So now it's May 28th that we'll be out of debt just by adding that $100 extra each month. So you can see the power of the snowball effect. It literally changed it from the $26.50 with no snowball, August 28th, to $27.50, $100 snowball, to May 28th. That's the power of the snowball concept. You can pay off debt fast. Okay, so let's take this sheet right here and go through the payment schedule. It's the same information, just laid out in a different format, laid out as a row, so you can see how this works on a monthly basis. Okay, so again, you have your creditors listed across the top, the balances lowest to highest going across. Then you have then you have the rates and the minimum monthly payments. So the way the snowball works is you can see it in action over here. You have your months laid out. We're starting here in January. So February is really when it would kick in. And you have your months laid out. And it shows you what payment to make on each debt until you pay it off. So as I was saying before, you take the $100 snowball plus the $50 payment from card one. And you pay $150 towards card one and pay the regular minimum on everything else until you get down here and you pay off card one finally. Then you take that and roll it over. So now you have, the $150 from card one plus the $150 from here, and the snowball just keeps building and building and building. Okay, and you just keep rolling on down and adding. As you see over here, the snowball keeps growing because every time you pay off a debt, you add it to the snowball, and you see it going, and boom. That's how it works conceptually. Now, here's the cool part. Here's where the fun happens, the magic happens. We're going to pour some gasoline on this fire, okay, with what I call the accelerator. And the way the accelerator works is we're going to use a side hustle to generate some extra income that we're going to add on top of the snowball, okay? The more you add, the faster you get out of debt, okay? So watch. Like with the snowball, our debt payoff is May 28th, okay? So let's just say we added an extra $1,000 just for fun each month, starting in February, because our side hustle made us some money. So we added an extra $1,000 from our side hustle. If we do that every month, keep going. As we add more, you will notice the date over here changes, because now just by doing that for 36 months, we've cut the payoff time down to December 26th. Okay, so we just keep going. And if we only add $1,000 each month, you can see that we can be out of debt in 2026. Okay, September 2026. So it shaved 2 years off the debt payment, off our debt time frame. Okay, just by adding $1,000 a month. But we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going to take it a step further because the opportunity, the side hustle we're going to add adds even more income to our process. Okay, and the opportunity we're going to have and we're going to add is in the health and wellness space. It's a company called CTFO. Okay, health and wellness company. Here's the cool part. You can come here, watch this video. It's about 12 minutes long. It explains in full detail how the whole compensation works. Okay, I'm not going to try to re-explain it because the video does a great job of explaining it. But basically, you become an affiliate for this company and you are marketing their products and services, and in exchange, they pay you a commission. Okay, so here's some information about their product line. All right, they're in the health and wellness space. They have health products, anti-aging, nutrition, pets. Okay, and you can go through here and read about and look at all the different products they have. You just basically click on each tab, and then it brings up the different line of products they have. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it. Basically, pick a product, one or more that you like, and market that product, and you make commissions for each sale that you make. Okay, so there's 2 ways to go about it. You can start completely for free. You can sign up completely for free to become an associate and affiliate of this company and market their products. So every sale you make, they pay you a % commission. All right. Now, here's the cool part. If you decide to become a product of the product yourself, you get even bigger commission because now you are a customer of the company and they say, hey, as a reward for being a loyal customer, when you refer people, we'll pay you even more money. It's a very, very cool concept. Okay. So not going to get into the full details again. The video explains it all. It's 12 minutes long. Watch the video. It explains everything in detail. And then just to give you an example, you know what? Here's a spreadsheet example that I put together, okay? Just to give you an example of the type of income you can make from this side hustle, okay? So they have this concept that they call 5 to Thrive, whereas if you are a customer of the products, which you do not have to be, make no mistake, you do not have to be, you can simply refer people and you can make money. It just takes more people to make it happen, okay? You need a minimum of 10 customers, I guess, to start really making significant money with this opportunity. However, you can shortcut that by becoming a product of the product and then referring 5 people who do the same thing you do, because you will explain it the exact same way to them. If they become a product of the product, they make more money faster. So if you do that, let's just say we're using, for example, a $49 purchase price on a product, okay? Your commission structure will be something like this. They have 2 different structures that work simultaneously to pay you. And again, the video explains it all. I'm not going into it, but the bottom line is this. If you had 5 customers, referring 5 through 5 cycles, that's really all you need to maximize this compensation, all right? With a $49 purchase and 5 referrals, recurring monthly, you would generate this, about $9,700 in this pay structure, plus an additional almost $4,000 in this pay structure. Okay, so a grand total of about $13,600 recurring monthly. Understand, recurring monthly. Okay, that's the power of this program. You can make some crazy money in short order without having to invest a whole lot on the front end. It's a beautiful concept. Okay, and we'll put it all together using this free tool called Lead Sleep. So the site that you were watching right now, watching this on, was built using this program right here. And again, it's free to join. And then you'll get a code that will allow you to copy this entire site into your account. And then you will market that site. Okay. And that's how you generate customers for this opportunity to make this kind of money. Okay. So now let's go back to our handy dandy calculator and let's see what that does for us. Okay. So let's just say for fun, in your first month, you still only made $1,000. So in February, you only made $1,000 because you didn't really understand it that well. You didn't believe in the power of the opportunity. Okay, so you made $1,000. But then the next month you realize, hey, there's something to this. Let me push a little bit harder. Let me go a little bit harder, because the income you make is based on your efforts. No guarantees of income. You can't just sit back and do nothing. You have to make sales in order to get commissions. Okay, so just had to put that disclaimer out there. So, but let's just say in your second month, in March, you got ambitious and you did 5,000. Look at what happened. It changed this date again. Every time we add more money over here in our additional column in our accelerator, it drops this date. So let's say in the first month you did 1,000, second month you did 5,000, third month you're really feeling this and you got ambitious and you doubled that. So say you did 10,000 in your third month. Now understand, this is recurring monthly income, okay? Because these are consumable products and people are going to buy them over and over and over again each month. All right. So you see here, May 26th, that date keeps changing every time we add more over here. Okay. So now let's just say, we stuck with 10,000 for May. May we got lazy and we didn't do anything. Stuck 10,000, but look, it still changed that date. All right. Now let's say finally in June we got busy and we hit the 13,900. Let's just do that for fun. And then from that point forward, we kept with the 13,900. So let's roll down, see how far this gets us. As you can see right now, if we did just that, okay? If we did just that, and again, this is based on 5 customer referrals and a personal purchase. That's it. 49 bucks. You spent 49 bucks. You've made 13,600. And then in the calculator, I put 13,900. I'm sorry. Let me roll that back. 13,600. Okay. Boom. We are now out of debt December 23. A year from now, we are toasting the new year being debt free. Do you understand the power of how this works? Do you see what I'm saying when you add this accelerator from the side hustle? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? If you do, and you're ready to rock, click one of the buttons below, get started, and let's just make this happen. We'll have a Facebook community where we'll teach you steps on how to do this. If you don't, anybody can do it. I'm telling you, anybody can do it. It's within the realm of possibility, okay? But it requires effort. It's not do nothing. It requires effort on your part, but the effort is not that hard. Again, 5 customers is all you need. And we'll show you how to get that, all right? So with that, I'm going to punch out. If you have any questions, contact me in the group. Contact somebody in the group. Anybody can help you. And we'll work together. We're a team. We make things happen together. And at the end of the year, we'll all be toasting to being debt free, all right?